Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So for you guys today, I'm going to be showing you how I got this look using the MaGrath Mothership 7. I think it's the Bronze Seduction one. We used the Bronze Seduction palette to create this look. If you guys want to see how I got this look, please do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I'd very much greatly appreciate it. And stick around to the end because I do have some thoughts on this $125 palette. Yes, right. 125 doll hairs. But anyway, let's get started. All right, so I already have on eye primer, and the first shade I'm gonna go in with on a blending brush. A small blending brush is going to be the second one on the top row. These don't have like shade names on the palette anywhere, and I'm not gonna keep looking at the box, so I will have the shade name like pop up here, like down here somewhere, I think. But I'm just going to take a blending brush like this and go into that second shade on the top row and just use, let me turn you so I'm not constantly without that eye primer. Damn, that shit's rough. I hate this stuff. But yeah, we're just gonna put that in the crease. Using it as a transition shade. These shadows are like ultra pigmented. I will give it that. These shadows, they are really pigmented. Okay, so there's that shade. I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm gonna go into the third shade on the bottom row, which is slightly darker than this shade. Like, we're gonna go from this shade to this shade to this shade. We're gonna build the depth. But I'm gonna take that shade on the exact same brush, and this one is going to go on the lid outwards. So I really want this shade to start helping me build up the smoke. So like, I'm only putting it on this part and kind of up a little bit, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the inner corner or on the inner part of the lid as well. We'll really start building up the depth. It looks a little bit wonky right now, don't worry too much about that. We will fix that later, I promise. But yeah, I want like that strip of light right in the middle. Okay, so there is that darker shade. And then I'm gonna take an itty bitty, teeny tiny baby brush like this, and I'm gonna go into the first shade on the second row, which is this one right here. And I'm just gonna put that right on the outer corner. And right on the inner part of the lid to really add that. Like, I want this to be essentially a halo eye. So kind of like that. And then what we're gonna do is, don't worry about the fact that I haven't really blended it yet. I'm going to take a clean makeup blending brush, and I'm essentially going to start buffing out the edges. Oh, everything get like nice and smooth. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with that middle shade, this one, on that same brush, and just kind of blend the edges out a little bit more. Like that. And that just kind of gives us like a nice rounded shape as well. Okay. I'm going to go back in with this brush and the deepest shade right here. And kind of re-deepen up the corners. Just because you do lose a little bit of depth in the blending process, which is fine. Yeah. And then again, just to make it so the edges aren't so rough. But there is that. Now, for the crease, to get the halo, I'm going to go in with this LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm just going to take a little bit on the back of my hand. Like that. You can always add more if you need to. I am going to take another let me use, I'm gonna take another brush like this, and because I have hooded eyes, I am gonna need to look like right in the mirror to do this, but I'm gonna take the concealer on the brush and kind of just put it where I want, basically right above where we left that blank space, so right there. And then just kind of fill in. Like that. So, like that. And then, this is where the fun part comes in. I'm going to take another brush like this, and I'm gonna wet it first, and then I'm gonna go in to this like bronzy shimmery shade right here, like the third one on the top row, this one. Using this brush, I'm just gonna use that to put like on, holy shit, on the halo. Oh my god, that looks so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Okay, and then taking a little bit more of that concealer and a liner brush, we're gonna go and do one more thing because I've decided I want to be ballsy. I'm just gonna draw like a line. right down the center of my eyelid, because then we're gonna put like a real damn sparkly shade on. Okay, and then I'm gonna take like this stumpy brush. Wet it, and then I'm gonna go into this, the last shade in the palette, and just do you see how like it reflects? Like that. All right, so I'm basically going to go ahead and redo the steps that we did for the outer corner part, just to bring some like the darkness back a little bit, especially on the top, and then I will come back and show you guys what the finished look looks like. All right, you guys, this is the final look. I ended up taking a black eyeliner and then putting that in my waterline and then smudging that out a little bit with the darker shade that we put over here. But this is the finished look. It's not as much of like a halo eye is what I would have liked, but I still think it looks really nice. So with that being said, I do have some thoughts on the palette itself. I think it's a little bit ridiculous for the price point that they don't have the shade names somewhere on the palette, that you have to look at the carton for it. And I wish that like the glittery shade, like the shade that is like right here, I wish that was more of like, oops, I wish that was more of like a cream type glitter, or like a more like a less chunky, less dry glitter, because it goes everywhere. Like you guys can't really see it, I hope, on camera, but like in person I do have glitter fall out pretty much all over my cheeks and stuff. And then the other thing I wish that is that it had like one more lighter matte shade, just so like I would have had a better blending out shade. But other than that, I think that the palette is really, really good. I don't think it's $125 good. Okay, I don't. Like, get it on sale if you can get it on sale. Like I got mine on sale for Black Friday for 35% off. So if you guys can get it on sale, then I think it's worth it. But don't ever pay full price for those palettes, because I personally do not think that they're worth it. Like, it's a nice heavy palette. The packaging is amazing, but there are some, like, in my opinion, fatal flaws of that palette. But anyway, you guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I would very much greatly appreciate it. This lash is not on correct. What else is new? I give up with trying to apply lashes correctly. I give up. But anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.